I'll finish the motor. Bitch. Rest in peace, God, man. And keep it tight. Yeah, hey, good. Hey, Spring. I always fuck with real niggas. I'm gonna take over the show. And outside. Hey, no, we shit. What I showed him, look. I told him, I'm thinking before the floor, and I hate the hate. Walk 2 days straight, and I'll get the cake. And jump off right, man, I'm hoping they don't hit the brakes. Cause I'll be rocking with the 30, I ain't getting breaks. You say you're slang, but the swag stop. What the fuck we want? I ain't prepared. Shit regardless. Lord, we get it the hardest way. I said I want to be different on the studiest day. When I can party today, when I can party the bar. Rest in peace, fool, we still more. When I can party today, when I can party the bar. Rest in peace, fool, we still more. When I can party today, when I can party the bar. Rest in peace, fool, we still more. When I can party today, when I can party the bar. God, go work, yeah. Work out. Just another day, chilling in the hood. Just another day around the way. Love yeah, hey. Got drove for sale.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here.
Should have beat them
As
niggas
the Denver Broncos taking on the Washington Commanders. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Here's Nix to throw right away. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard after the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. There goes a gain of 4. And they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping to one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw is Nix. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And all the way down inside the 5-4. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Nix going to keep this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a dead score. Bo Nix, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And they go play action. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Good coverage downfield led to him picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number. He's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
His defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they didn't get him down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Nike, hey.
Look at this, big game, a fumble. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how the defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left there. Not certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. So Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and 7.
Come on. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this down to the 36. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
19 Charger. 19 Charger. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They're still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, trailing at the break. You obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build on there as they try to plan a comeback.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside with 30-27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lee. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that the big plays are out there.
He finds his man, complete. complete. That's Lane. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Hey, here we go. Cut. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays you can't account for.
Yeah, those plays. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 21 yards away. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Let's go now. 69 pump, 7 top, go.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. And he comes back with one complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3rd and 2. Now it's Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line of scrimmage.
And he will be taken down. A big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And down inside the 40, about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more with Harvey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want. Play with the lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Next to the air. The play cannon complete. It's Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, 26 yards. And the Broncos will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case,
and the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And this play still live. You fake the spike and throw it.
oh, that was taking a big risk there. They faked the spike, hoping to catch the defense napping, and they weren't. In the end, this does wind up stopping the clock. But now you're looking at a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It may be...
Yo.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside the legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates, and welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go from Green Bay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
That's it. Striker. 3-3. Lush. Ready?
They go play action with Love. He's going to test this secondary right away. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
3rd and long.
Come on.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here's Lane. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job of getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Press on, lady. Let's go now.
Right to the air goes Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krusty-Murray. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Micah Parsons on the tackle. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He's got a man, it's McClure. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
Come on.
Now Daniels. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, or you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Check, man. Check, man. Man. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels.
You got to get him out.
He's with the veteran Zach Ertz. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Washington.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Here we go. Here we go. 70. Go. Check. Go. Check.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Has caught. That's Lane. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If they need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. This one caught just past the pylon. Harry, Flurry, touchdown Commanders.
I can only imagine what went through his head as that play developed and he realized his guy was one-on-one with a safety. That's a complete mismatch on paper and even more so on the field. And once he sees it, he's going to attack it and they come away with the touchdown.
Moody's extra point is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Get your money down.
Fight. 90. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Look at him go to the 20. And he is gone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
This is taken in at the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. As his man, it's Samuel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Washington. And even 30 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Deep in the air, here's Daniels. There's Hurts. He's got it right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's another 1st down, another victory. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Come on.
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Throwing again, Daniel. Looking for his tight end there, but went too far. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Contrary to what all the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
To the air again is Daniels. That one incomplete. Good job. Head stroke there, separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Pass to 50. Pass to 11. Pass to 11. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Daniels gonna throw again. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. This is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think, obviously, you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready. Drill. Ready. 38. Ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And it's run. First down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Down, you, yellow.
From the gun, it's Love. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 42 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play call just really finding his rhythm, mixing run, mixing pass. Results in the touchdown pass. And really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that, come away with touchdowns, and that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
On the ready. Craft all 80. 79 Broncos. Rack 60. Ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official, who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
On second down, it's Daniel. On the run to the right. He's going to run it. And he'll get only about 3 before being written out of bounds.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's to Ja'Cory Krusty Merritt. And they will bring him side of midfield. A big one there to start the second half. 32 yards. It's a gain of 32. And they'll go play action here with Daniel. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Throwing on second down. Daniel. That's McLaurin open on the left side.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Let's go! Striker! 10 plus, ready?
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. Down at the 21, gain of 1. Second down and 8.
10 cycle.
Brings up second
Right,
and
97. Set.
On play action, Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard
Here we
line.
go. Set.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
Still on the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up second and
On the bootleg, it's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And the pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
52 grab.
4 yards.
Double, 38.
Good for the Packers. First
Drill,
down.
52. Ready.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Step to the left side and taken in by Golden. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal. At the 6-yard
On
line.
the ground, it's Jacobs. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
52.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, Daniel. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline. Not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. Here is 1st and goal. Now Daniel. They're called in at the 2. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll look to run with Eckler. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Rolling right. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Set. Ready.
Running is Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Ready, set.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set. Spike 6:45. What? Ready.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That's caught! And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.